I'm Congressman Scott Perry. At the beginning of each legislative session week, I send out a brief update about the bills the House of Representatives likely will consider. The bills this week are as follows. H.R. 474, the Homeless Veterans Reintegration Programs Reauthorization Act of 2015, which provides a 5-year extension to homeless veteran reintegration programs. H.R. 1038, the Ensuring VA Employee Accountability Act, which requires that disciplinary actions against VA employees be maintained in their permanent record. H.R. 1313, the Service Disabled Veteran-Owned Small Business Relief Act, which makes the surviving spouse of a service-disabled veteran who acquires the ownership interest in a small business eligible for VA contracting programs. H.R. 1382, the Boosting Rates of American Veteran Employment Act, which encourages the hiring of veterans and supports businesses that employ them. H.R. 91, the Veterans ID Card Act, which enables all veterans to obtain an ID card through the VA at no cost to the taxpayer. H.R. 1816, the Vulnerable Veterans Housing Reform Act of 2015, which makes it easier for veterans to receive housing assistance. H.R. 1987, the Coast Guard Authorization Act of 2015, which authorizes appropriations for the Coast Guard for fiscal years 2016 and 2017. Senate 178, the Justice for Victims of Trafficking Act of 2015, which boosts support for victims of human trafficking by increasing law enforcement resources, enhancing victim services, and increasing penalties on perpetrators. H.R. 874, the American Supercomputing Leadership Act, which seeks to strengthen the United States leadership role in X-scale computing. H.R. 1162, the Science Prize Competitions Act, which amends the Stevenson-Weidler Technology Innovation Act of 1980 regarding prize competitions. H.R. 1119, the Research and Development Efficiency Act, which establishes a working group to review federal regulations affecting research and research universities and makes recommendations on minimizing the regulatory burden. H.R. 1156, the International Science and Technology Cooperation Act of 2015, which helps coordinate international science and technology cooperation opportunities. H.R. 1561, the Weather Research and Forecasting Innovation Act of 2015, to improve the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration's weather research abilities. H.R. 1158, the Department of Energy Laboratory Modernization and Technology Transfer Act of 2015, to improve management of the national laboratories, enhance technology, commercialization, and facilitate public-private partnerships. H.R. 2253, the Highway and Transportation Funding Act of 2015, which is to extend funding for federal transportation programs until the end of July. H.R. 2250, the Legislative Branch Appropriations Act of 2016, to make appropriations for the legislative branch for the fiscal year ending September 30th of 2016. H.R. 880, the American Research and Competitiveness Act of 2015, which simplifies and makes permanent the research tax credit. H.R. 1806, the America Competes Reauthorization Act of 2015, which funds innovative science programs and prioritizes taxpayer investments in basic research. H.R. 2262, the Space Act of 2015, which is to spur development of the commercial space industry by encouraging private sector investment and creating more stable and predictable regulatory conditions. As always, if you have any questions or if I may be of assistance to you in any way, please contact me at perry.house.gov. That's perry.house.gov. Again, this is Scott Perry, and I hope you have a fantastic week.